I don't know, dude, I think video essayists are lame. And I don't know. Actually, I like video essays. Here's the thing. I like video essays. I think a lot of people like video essays. And a lot of people like who's that one guy, Lemino? They make really good high quality productions. And I know there's that whole thing about that drama with XQC and all that. I like Lemino, and Lemino does a very good job. And I'm not referring to him when I'm talking about this, right? Because he has what I would consider the high quality sort of video essays that inspired everyone else to get into that shit. Excuse me. What you call it? When it comes to video essays, those fuck. When it comes to video essays, though, I have noticed that there'll be a video. It'll be called like. Actually, I clicked on this video and it was called like how Minecraft. Okay, it's a gay ass video. It's a gay title, very gay title. But let's be honest. All right, everybody from time. I'm not ashamed to admit that I see an interesting fucking video essay. I click on it. All right, if the title's interesting, I don't give a fuck about the topic. I get intrigued, and I'm interested in some nerdy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in some nerdy shit, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But regardless, I clicked on this video, and it was like the relationship or how. All right, it feels so gay to say how Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's are related. And I was thinking to myself, and I know I'm laughing because it's funny to think about like it's just funny. Okay, I gotta. The other thing that I don't like is like how seriously a lot of video essayists take themselves when their topics are not that serious. And I think most of the time people are joking. Like there's this guy called like Sagan Hawks or something, or Sagan Hawks or whatever, and he makes video essays about like Five Nights at Freddy's, right? And it's like it will be like a retrospective. And don't even get me started on that word. Honestly, I hate that fucking word now. Because there was this like I'm not gonna get off topic yet, but basically Sagan Hawks makes these video essays about these games, and I could honestly run the clip of me explaining my point because I did a better job at explain. Well, I wasn't really explaining my point. I just kind of it's a better visual representation of what I'm trying to say here. But he was being incredibly over dramatic about "Hello Neighbor." And I just thought it was the crazy. I thought it was hilarious. I think he was. I assume obviously that he was just kidding and that it was just like a joke. But at the same time, I have seen a lot of people like kind of not the librarian because I think the librarian actually makes I don't watch their videos, but just I don't want to accidentally say some shit because I don't watch their videos. I just have watched a couple. I don't want to say something that isn't true. But just think of like the librarian type personality, not specifically the librarian because once again, I don't watch their fucking videos and I don't want to be a dick here. I don't want to judge someone that I don't know. But that type of personality, right, where it's kind of like well, I saw this clip. I got to see if I can find this guy I follow on Instagram now. And he was like, comment down below what he. Well, first of all, he had an angry, an angry, stern face constantly, and he's always talking like he's pissed off. Um, for instance, like kind of like, I guess the personality type I'm trying to go for here for this particular person is kind of more along the line. It reminded me of like not necessarily aligned with the political ideology at all, but it just reminded me of the personality types of like those like 2016 anti SJW channels. And don't get me wrong, I used to eat that shit up when I was in fucking middle school. Like I think every fucking teenage boy can admit the fact that what dude, back in 2016 when we were in middle school, it was like fucking that was girl versus boy fucking central. Right? When you're in middle school, dude, that's when girl versus boy peaks in my opinion. That's before anybody is like because everybody back then is just fucking ugly. Like no one even really dates because everybody's gross. Everybody looks ugly in fucking middle school. A couple people look good, and those people get with each other. But not even in that way, because once again, you're like fucking 13, and you just hang out and maybe like they like kiss or something, and then and then everyone's talking about it for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Then someone gets mono or some shit. Anyway, uh, what was I even fucking talking about? Basically, like that kind of personality type, where it's like whatever this fucking kid was talking about, he was like, please comment down below what films you'd like me to give my retrospective on. And it's like, no one says that. Like, no fucking person uses the word retrospective like that. Like, no one does that. The first thing is, I don't even think that's properly how you use retrospect or retrospective, right? Because I understand it's still technically looking back on something, but I feel like the term looking back on something isn't the same as reviewing something you just fucking watched. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm pretty sure he's on the spectrum. So obviously, I'm not trying to diss anybody, because of their ailments. But that personality type is a real personality type. That a lot of these video essayists have, or at least a lot of the people that watch like retrospectives and shit like that, that's their personality type, which is kind of like this Reddit intelligence, like the Reddit intellectuals, like those people, just really like weird, like I don't know. It's just people who really believe they're like intellectually superior to the point where they're like actually socially retarded. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like fucking it's just strange. You don't even know what to you can't deal with them because it's kind of like well, it's fun. At least to me it's funny. To me it's funny. And this is what was funny to me about these fucking video essays is and this is what pissed me off about the video essays as well though is it had an interesting ass title and this is pretty much clickbait. Honestly, I will give credit to this one guy. I'll try to find the video. I will give credit to this one guy because he did not waste my time. Within the first like 30 seconds he explained what he meant by the title. Although it was a little bit clickbaity, right? I can't blame him. I'm not one to fucking judge. I know the game, right? I don't make the rules. I know the game. The but his video was very interesting with the title about it being fucking how Minecraft, a game that I played when I was a kid, and Five Nights at Freddy's, a game that I played when I was a kid, are somehow related. And I was thinking to myself, I'm not gonna lie. I thought to myself in my head before I clicked on it, and I swear on everything, I'll stake my fucking soul on it, that before I clicked on the video, I thought to I wish I was recording or streaming or something. Because I thought to myself, like almost aloud, I think I even said it out loud. I was like, I swear to God, if I click on this video and all he says is and how they're related, and how he explains that they're related is just because they both have a cult fan base that makes a lot of content for the game that kind of keeps it alive, regardless of if the creators are making content or the quality of the creators making content, right? Or the quality of the content being made by the creators, right? And that's exactly what the fuck it was. That's exactly what it was. It was just basically they're related because they both, they're both. When you boil it down, both like I'm sure he explained it a lot more in depth, and he went into this and that, and obviously I didn't watch the rest of the video. I clicked off because I was like, yeah, fuck this shit, But I'm sure it was a good video, and especially since he got that out of the way at the beginning, I do believe in good faith. I think that he wasn't just making some shitty video. Like the thing is, there's a lot of video essayists like Moon. You ever watch the guy Moon, who's like always talking about like the Matrix and shit? Like, dude, he's how I learned about BlackRock and Larry Fink. He's how I learned about those people because he's making these fucking videos about like corporate overlords. I almost want to pull up a video. I'm tempted to pull up a fucking video, dude. He's got these fucking. He's talking about like the elite. He's talking about like all this crazy shit. And dude, it's interesting ass videos because like, dude, I don't think he's wrong. The thing is though, is he's like his channel. I just don't believe that his channel's like operating out of like goodwill. Like I kind of just feel like his channel's operating as a business. His channel is just it's so professional, and the thing is, it's so basic and so professional. His editing style and his video essays and all that shit. Just the topics are what's interesting. At least to me, that the topics are what I see as being a little bit unique, and that's I think why he blew up. But I don't even think the guy who like runs the channel is the person talking in the videos. I'm pretty sure it's a voice actor that's paid as a part of the team, and that's common. But that's weird to me because he's been the same voice every video, which would mean that it's kind of more of a business that got together, made a YouTube channel as a source of income, and then are now running it. And that's not uncommon. That's actually a lot more common than people think. A couple people get together, they start a channel as a business, and they pay people, right, to kind of fill certain roles. It's like there's a lot of channels that are business ran. I don't think that's any fucking secret. But it does make it feel disingenuous, especially considering the topics that he's covering. That's the other problem. Oh, one of the weird things though was, and this was a really weird topic because this actually is touchy. This guy Leadhead, well, technically not this guy anymore, and we'll get into this very shortly. I think you know where I'm going with this, and this is why it's a touchy subject. But I have a very good point, and it comes from no hateful place. Like it comes from a genuinely just a place of just genuine confusion because this is authentically how I feel, honestly how I feel. It's not like a fucked up belief, it's not a bias. It's just this is how I feel, and I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting because I don't yet understand why I feel this way. Well, I kind of do. But Leadhead used to be a man. And he made these videos, and his videos were very relatable to me because he was a man, and because he played video games that I liked to play. And it's like, although he was much older than me, we had a lot of similar childhood experiences in terms of the stuff that we were exposed to, the type of games, the type of movies, and just the type of people that we probably hung out with, right? Just just general kind of like small town white guy life experience. You know what I'm saying? Um, and what you call it? And so he's talking about these games, and then one day I don't even remember what happened. I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember his voice started to change. Right? It started to get higher and weirder, and I was like, "What's going on?" Because I hadn't watched him in a while. And then come to find out, he transitioned into a girl. And now this is where it gets fucked up because this is where I get into hot water. That's when I stopped. That's why I couldn't watch him after he fucking became a girl. I could not watch him anymore. I was thinking to myself, I tried really hard to keep watching him because I was thinking to myself, oh, because I'm not gonna hate him because he's like, it's not like I'm not gonna stop watching him because he's trans now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I realized that there was this like stinging feeling inside of me where I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch this guy anymore. Like I don't resonate with it. It didn't resonate the same. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't resonate the same with me, right? It's like especially in the voice change and even like some of the content, the way that the videos felt, it was just different. And I don't know why it felt so different. That's the thing. It didn't resonate. I think it's because one, I'm a guy. I think it's just because I kind of built up. You kind of build up a particular, like, I guess it's like the way I'm talking right now. If someone is to hear me fucking speaking, right? And just like for the first time ever right now, and then they hear me speak and they just watch all my fucking videos and they do all that shit and they only know about me through the internet, right? They would have an impression of the kind of person that I am. Whether or not and if they like that person and they subscribe, that's cool. But then if later on, right, I do something or say something that they don't agree, not necessarily that they don't even agree with, just if I start doing something that they just don't have any interest in, or that kind of changes my channel in a pretty drastic way, like this person's voice is completely different now. You know, it doesn't, I don't know how to describe it because it's not like oh no, you're trans, I'm not going to watch you. It's more just like the vibe of the videos are different. And it's not like, it's a feeling, it's not a thought. That's the thing. It's a feeling. And it's not like, oh my God, I can't accept this thing. It's just more one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I don't really feel like we have as much in common as I assumed that we did. And don't get me wrong, that's nobody's fault but mine, right? But at the same time, and I'm not making a statement here. I just think it's interesting how it works, right? Pretty much, it's weird because all this I'm getting just from video essays on the internet or video essayists. All these different fucking thoughts that I've been having because I've been thinking about this shit a lot. Fucking dude, Leadhead literally became a girl, and then I was like, all right, well, not gonna watch Leadhead. I gotta pull up a Leadhead video now because I gotta just see what the deal is.
It can best be summed up by this moment and the ending.
In my play area, so this time I actually had some real motivation to get a working VR room together.
You see what I'm saying, dude? It's like it's incredibly different. It's like her entire personality, you know, was entirely different. You know what I'm saying? Not entirely different, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's like I'm genuinely. I don't think it's like oh, you're trans, I can't deal with that. I think it's more of a thing where it's like no, I genuinely do accept you as a girl to the point where I don't fucking want to watch you because it's I like watching boy YouTubers. Is that weird? Is that I don't really watch girl YouTubers. I'm trying to think. I don't think I watch many girl YouTubers, unless it's in a more girl related topic. And I know that sounds fucking like really like old fashioned, in 2024, girl related topic. But you guys know what fucking more girly shit is. We're not gonna pretend like that's not a thing. All right, guys don't have as much of, on average, guys do not have as much of an interest in makeup as girls do. And girls, on average, don't have as much of an interest in fucking things blowing up as guys do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like these are ridiculous things to say. It's just true. And you could say that it's like, you could say it's some ridiculous, like, oh, well, it's just because we've been conditioned to be that way. And it's like, all right, cool. Like like there's a lot of like the only thing that really matters to me is when people's rights are being affected. But stereotypes are literally an inherent part of life. Making instant strong judgments about someone based on your very limited experience with that person in a very short amount of time is a fucking human instinct. It's a survival instinct to make fucking hard judgments about things based on, based on a very small time or in a very small time window based on a very small amount of evidence, you know? So it's like the only difference between humans and animals is the fact that we actually think a little bit deeper than that. We can think we think we're more self-aware than that. Right? We have a lot more self-awareness. We have consciousness. Now, I don't think I think the idea of animals not having consciousness is fucking retarded because that doesn't make any sense at all. They obviously have a consciousness, right? Like the thing is, animals understand shit at a much deeper level than we give them credit for. But a lot of the people that say that give them way too much credit. You know what I'm saying? Like most people think animals are completely fucking brainless, essentially, other than like some hardwired features. And then other people think animals are like, a misunderstood super race of geniuses that if we just knew what they were thinking, if we could understand their language, then we would be fucking enlightened with this great knowledge. Who fucking knows? Who knows? Really, that's the thing, dude. I've been saying to myself way more often, like, who even fucking knows and who even fucking cares? Like, if I can't figure something out, why should I care about it? And that doesn't mean that I just don't care about anything. Um, oh my God, Mike Tyson suffers medical scare during flight to Los Angeles. This is he has his fucking Jake Paul fight coming up, dude. I don't want that to get canceled. Oh, I like how they say that. Mike Tyson, 57, suffers a medical scare during flight to Los Angeles just 2 months before fight with 27-year-old Jake Paul. I like how they specify the ages. Damn, dude, are they really just about to fucking kill off Mike Tyson or replace him with a clone? Nah, but are they really about to cancel? They might cancel the fight. They'll probably cancel the fight, dude. The Boston Celtics are going to win this year. The Boston Celtics are going to win the fucking NBA championship. That's just what it is. 2024 is locked in. This is the year of the fucking Irish, is what it is. It's the luck of the Irish this year. That's why they're winning. That's why they've been fucking so dominant. It's because it's the luck of the Irish. I'm very fucking certain. Dude, my fucking mouth is just so like. Every time I take a sip of the water, my mouth gets dry. Yeah, I just hate that feeling. I think that was all that I did. I don't have anything else to fucking talk about. I was about to go on more of a topic there,